To have Danny here?
Yes, Judge.
Splendid. And is it Beverly or Bev?
Anything you prefer, Judge.
Well, what do you prefer to be called,
Bev.
madam? Bev. That's fine. I shall call you Bev then.
OK.
Who is Bev to you?
It's my mum.
You brought your mum to court?
Yes.
Well, who needs daffodils, I suppose? Danny, this all began because you've got a certain talent. And I don't mean in a kind of Britain's Got Talent sort of way. You tell me, about 6 or 7 years ago, you worked out that you had a certain gift for fruit, am I right?
Yes.
What was your gift? What could you do?
I used to make a lot of money gambling on fruit machines, Judge.
You used to make... Yes, I didn't think that you were selling fruit and veg. You had a system to make money on fruit machines, correct?
Correct, Judge.
Now, here's the thing. In nearly all cases of gambling, if not all cases of gambling, the reason the casino, the reason the owners of the fruit machine, and the reason that betting shops make a huge amount of profit is because the house always wins. Understand that?
Yes, Judge.
What system did you have? What did you work out? How were you able to make money?
Basically, there's certain ones that pay out certain amounts of money and certain software on certain games. There's free wins, which the machine didn't register that it was paying out. So you could sit on the certain machine all day and it'd keep paying and paying and paying until the companies withdraw the software and put new software into it.
How very interesting. You said you made over £3,000
Yeah.
on one day, that
Yeah.
was. Danny, one of the things you claim, and I accept, is that you are terrible with money, correct?
I can be.
You can be. And in fact, one of the reasons I know that you're bad with money is because around the time you were making all of this money, did you have access to your own bank account?
I didn't know.
Why didn't you have a bank account?
I didn't have any idea to open it at the current time, Judge.
You didn't have a bank account, and so you decided to use a different facility. What's more, you claim, and I believe you about this, that you are a bit frivolous when it comes to money and not terribly organised, correct?
Correct.
So what did you do? What was the system?
I thought I'd give it my mum to look after for...
Give it to my mum to look after. That's exactly what you say you did. And I have to say, sir, at a very basic level, that is ostensibly the basis of your case.
Yeah.
Every time you made a little bit of money, a lot of money from these fruit machines, would you keep a record of it?
Yes, Judge.
What record would you keep?
Well, it was usually in the bags, the £500 bags from the bank, so every time, say, I dropped 4 bags off, that's £2,000, I'd write it down.
Can I see one example of that record?
I've not got nothing with me today, Judge.
Well, where are they?
It was on my previous phone.
What sort of record was
It
it?
was on my diary, on my phone.
Now, Beverly,
Yes, Judge.
it's right to say that your son, Danny, dropped this money off from time to time.
Yes, Judge.
It's right also to say, isn't it, that it arrived at your house in the way that Danny describes, in these bags?
No, Judge.
Is that not the case?
Not always.
Well, he did sometimes, correct?
He'd come round with a holder full of pound coins that he could hardly
On
lift
another occasion,
a
Judge.
few times.
Well, yes, exactly. It's like the...
And
where
it
is
wasn't
this
bagged in the plastic bags that he said.
Well, sometimes it was.
He'd say, there's £3 in there, can you put it in the bank? And yes, when I go to the bank, well, what I used to do, Judge, was try and change the money into notes or take some of it to a post office because I can't lug a load of pound coins
No,
to a
of course
bank
not.
without giving myself a hernia, Judge.
Yes, I suspect that's quite the case. Beverly is not Blackpool's answer to Long John Silver.
No.
Not her walking around with £3,000 worth of coins.
No.
You accept that your son didn't have a bank account and you were prepared to effectively look after the money on his behalf.
Yes.
When he asked you to do this, did it occur to you that a wise thing to do might be to set up a separate account which you could have opened called something like Danny or Danny's account or account number 2? In other words, separate his money from your
I
money.
did do that, Judge.
You did do that?
I opened a nicer account.
Very
but
sensible.
It was his money, and I was putting that money into that account.
Into an ISA?
Yes.
So you never put a penny of his money into your own account?
No, Judge.
Can I see, please, the opening documents?
I haven't got it, Judge, now.
Well, where are they?
Because it's that account. I've moved house since then. The
You know
account
where
is...
Santander is. They have them all over the place.
I know.
They have computers there, I'm told.
Yes, yes, Santander. Yes, Judge.
Yes, and records.
Yes.
This is a bank account you wanted to find historically. It's in your name. All I want very, very simple, it's a straightforward request, is some evidence of that account existing. Where is it? Where is it?
I didn't bring any with me.
Huh?
I didn't bring any with me because...
No problem. If you were to give me permission, explicit consent, for example,
Yeah.
to telephone with your written consent to ask whether there was such an account and could they supply me with the records, would you give me that permission?
Yes, Judge.
How much was the maximum amount you were allowed to put in?
I'm not sure. I think it was 5,800.
If you enjoyed that video, then I strongly suggest clicking here for more highlights. For those of you who haven't subscribed yet, and why not, so that you never miss out, subscribe. Clicking down there, that's an order.